Okay, bonjour. Today we're going to do our review. Okay, we have our test on Friday. So here is the review. All right, I am looking at the test. All right, so just going in order. The first thing is going to be vocabulary, okay? So, vocabulaire. And what you're going to need to know is you're going to need to know the vocab words that are on underneath, like en classe. All of the things that you guys are going to be reviewing this week related to your project are most likely going to be on your test, okay? So the first section is going to be choosing the item that doesn't belong, okay? So you'll have to choose between something like une femme, un garçon, une porte, okay, un autre, sorry, un copain. All right. So you would have these four to choose from, and you have to choose, okay, which one doesn't belong? Well, femme is a woman, garçon is a boy. I already know, we're talking about people, right? And then un copain is a friend, une porte is a door, doesn't belong. Okay, so then I would choose une porte. That's the one that doesn't belong. All right, your next section is going to be, along with vocabulary, it's kind of the same thing. Choose the item that belongs to the same category as the item given. So I would give you un prof, okay, or un professeur, and then you'd have to choose the one that would go along with that. Okay, this part, there's going to be a few choices. If you had choice between like a door, a book, a student, and a chair, you'd choose the student because those two things are in the same category. Those two things are related, okay? All right, so that is your vocab. Moving along. I'm gonna change colors. Your next section is gonna be from the video that you guys did, okay? The video script. Which is just a script. I need to start calling it a script because y'all have no idea what the video is. But this is just the thing that you guys presented, okay? So what you can do is you can go back in your notebook and look at the script to answer these questions, okay? So the first one is related to Stéphane, okay? And there are a few things that are listed. But it is Stéphane does not pay attention to something. All right, if you know all of those, one of those is going to be the answer on the test, all right? Make sure you look back for that. And then the other one is, who is David's roommate? Easy. Wait, okay. Let's move on to culture. Okay, everybody should have read a culture page. Oh, that's right. That was the superheroes. Okay, I couldn't remember. So the first question is going to be related to France, obviously. So France has maintained a strong concept of its culture through the preservation of its, okay, so France has maintained strong concept through, there's 3 things. All right, so make sure that you know those 3 things. Go back to your culture page and check that out. And then the other question related to culture is on Super Dupont. Super Dupont. Remember that superhero? He's always accompanied by something. And that thing is the national something of France. Okay. That's your culture. Let's go down. All right, your last part is going to be grammar. All right. I'm gonna flip it over to the back. And this section is gonna be a little complicated. So you're gonna have to know your verb être, okay? My verb être is je suis, tu es, il or elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, il and elle sont, okay? And then you're also going to need to know that adjectives must agree in gender and number. So basically related to that, if it's feminine, you add an E. If it's plural, you're basically going to add an S, okay? So, this is the way it's gonna look, okay? You're gonna have something like nous, blank, did not know that this marker was dying. And then there's gonna be some sort of adjective, okay? So let's go with français, okay? I want to say we are French. So going back up to our verb être, I know that nous and some always go together. So look, nous, what goes here? Some, okay? So I'm going to write nous sommes, and then I have to write français again. Okay, so I'll rewrite français. We are French. Now, it already has an S at the end, so I'm not going to double S because that's weird. And I'm not going to add an E because we don't know that we are is talking about girls. So I leave it exactly the same, and that's it. Okay? Let's do one more because this video is getting long. Your next one will be like L and then charmant. Okay, this is what it's actually going to look like. It's going to be a subject slash an adjective, and you have to fill in the verb. So I have a blank. I'm going to write L, and then I'm going to remind myself, what is it? A, E-S-T. L and A always go together. So I'm saying she is charming. I rewrite my adjective, and then I check my adjective to make sure that it matches. Is it feminine? You add an E. L means she. It is feminine. I have to add my E. Is it plural? Am I talking about more than one person? No, I'm just talking about one girl. She is charming. I'm not going to add an S. Okay? So that is that section of the test. So you really have to have your verb être memorized. Make sure that you know je ne suis, tu and a, il and elle and a, okay? And then just be remind yourself before you take the test to check your adjective. Does it need an E? Does it need an S? Does it need an E and an S because I'm talking about a girl or a group of girls? All right. That's all I have. So make sure you study and you're prepared for your test on Friday. Bonne journée. Au revoir.